Kitsap County. This is Steph Dupuis with Dupuis Team at Keller Williams West Sound, bringing you the weekly housing report for Kitsap County. And this is for the week of July 14th through July 20th. So for weeks now, you know, the stats have been really steady, and they are again, and I expect this to continue for quite a while. You know, anywhere on the short end from 6 months to maybe as long as 24, 36 months, okay? So that's quite a range. And the reason it's such a range is I don't think we're gonna see much difference or fluctuation in the housing market until we have the effects of what's going on, I guess what I'd call lagging indicators. So to really, in my opinion, this is strictly my opinion, what I'm watching is, you know, the stuff we see right now, you know, the Kitsap housing stuff, that's what's happening right now in real time. And everything that happens in real time is affected by things that happen, you know, 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, okay? And COVID hasn't affected the housing market right now, today, very much. It's been great. What I'm watching is we've got very high unemployment. People expect, you know, workers to be able to go back to work. We're at the 40 million unemployed. And so, even if half of those go back, and we're down to 20 million unemployed, still 15 million over where we were before COVID. It's a significant shift that's going to have an economic impact. That's my opinion. Some people think otherwise. You can draw your own conclusions. I think you know, that is one thing I'm looking at. Another thing we're following on our team is commercial loans. We're seeing commercial defaults come through. There's a run on metals, on silver and gold. It's difficult to buy those. If you've tried to buy physical silver or gold, you can buy ETFs, but not physical silver or gold. So, you know, I think that's a whole other show to go into all that type of stuff and the domino effect. You know, we've mapped this out. If A happens and B happens and C happens and D happens, and how that affects housing. The forbearances, for example. I think for a period of months and quite a while, we're going to have some stability. And I'm going to say one more thing too. I think that a lot of this is going to depend on how our government responds. You know, there's different types of economic theories, Hayek theory, you know, Marxist theory, Keynesian theory, and everybody has their different theories. Our government tends to believe in quantitative easing, which is putting money back into the government and into other things to keep things afloat. So it doesn't matter what our beliefs are, the government's going to do what it does, and however they respond is going to have an effect on things. And we don't know entirely what they're going to do or to what extent they're going to. We kind of have an idea what they're going to do, but not to what extent and how it's going to affect the housing market. So all these things are unknowns, and our job right now is just keep watching. I do my own predictions. Happy to share. You can call me what I think personally. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it yet. It doesn't matter if it goes this way or this way. What matters is how you respond to it. It's like playing baseball. It doesn't matter if the ball goes that way or that way. Just be ready to adjust, right? So that's this week's housing report, because the stats are nearly the same as last week. We'll post these for you. New listings, 75. Last week was 82. That's, you know, statistically insignificant, in my opinion. I think what's important probably to keep watching the home sale market in Kitsap County down to 357. So we're just seeing that slight, decrease in inventory. Putting pressure on the market, right? Put pressure on the market with the inventory, and the price is going to go up, probably, but not a whole bunch. I think we've got just subtle, intense pressure all the time. It's what we've seen for the last 3 years. 3 years of this. So there's not going to be any surprises. Nothing's going to burst. At least I don't see anything bursting. I don't see any unexpected, things. Kitsap Market, they're up a bit. That's an anomaly. Here's some support for buyers. Buyers, if you're making an offer on a house, current offers this last week were made at 101.4% over list price. Okay. So if you're making an offer on a home, you need to make an offer over and above list price. That's the moral of this story today. Make your offers over list price. Don't argue with your agent about it. They're not lying to you. They're just trying to get you into a house, right? Don't make a lowball trying to find a deal in this market. The deal in this market is getting a house. I keep saying that. That's how you get a deal in this market. All right, Kitsap. There's your housing report. I haven't seen you guys in a few weeks. Good to see ya. I'm Stephanie Dupuis with Dupuis team at Keller Williams, West End, and I'll see you next week right here with your Kitsap County housing report.